Hi Aquarius, this is your quantum reading. So I've been sitting here with the cards and the energies to get the story. This is a good one. So, quantum story for Aquarius. Here we go. Should have set myself up differently. It's alright. There we go. Something was bothering me on screen. Alright. So, what are we going through? We are going through... Gotta get it here in my mouth. Sorry. We're going through a period of time where it's that energy of being between two worlds, where the old you is going away or is gone and the new you is coming in, but the old you isn't completely gone yet, so the new you isn't completely in yet. I got one glove and the other one I don't. And so you're in an in-between phase. And what is the purpose for you in this story of the in-between phase? I'm itchy everywhere. I don't know what this is. I was fine a second ago. What is the purpose of this in-between phase for you? Well, you are meant to... This is the bridge and the poet. You're meant to see... the beauty in a lot of experiences that were tough or hard or confusing, or you put a lot of effort in them, or what we call negative experiences or bad experiences. You're meant to be in this space where you're in the in-between phase. You have to find a bridge between the old and the new, and the way that you do that is you find the lesson, find the purpose, find the meaning of whatever you've gone through. Find the positive outcome or the positive mindset or viewpoint of all of your experiences so that you can put them to bed and move on to a brand new cycle. I should mention, when I was meditating with the energies, the song... I can see clearly now the rain is gone. That song started playing in my head, and I hadn't read the cards yet, but it's funny because the first two animal spirit oracle cards are the rhino spirit, overcome any obstacle, and owl spirit, you can see clearly now. And if you switch them, it's the lyrics of the song. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. So if that song is any kind of indication for anyone out there, run with it. So for the animal spirit here, we start with rhino spirit and owl spirit, overcome any obstacles. You can see clearly now. So it feels very much like it was a mental fog. Like you have everything you need to discern, to find a beauty in the darkness, make it poetic, find the positive. Really switch things around in your mind to find, that nothing is wasted, that there was a lesson, there was a reason why it happened, and if you could look at it in a positive light, then you'll become, this is the energy of the poet. It's not even really looking at it in a positive light, it's making it so that the story in your head has some type of raw beauty, like stabbing beauty, like that kind of combination. And I'll tell you why. What's going on with you is that combination that you're trying to marry within yourself is two cards here from the Shaman Oracle deck. The two first cards were Wild Woman and Luminous Warrior. So there's a man and a woman. So it's very much it feels like it's your feminine and negative energies. They might have been battling for a very long time, and now it's asking you to find the in-between between the shadow and the light of all of these three all these three cards, of these two energies. The Wild Woman, knows no bounds. She decides she wants something, she goes and gets it, and she's just what's the word? When you just when you just, you know what, I'm going to do this, and you just go out and do it. Impulsive in a, well, the light side of this is in a positive way. You're just free. You find that freedom of expression. You find that freedom of love, of connectedness, of, you just, it's almost like nothing holds you back anymore. You're ready to interconnect with everything because you're connected with yourself in the most free way. And then the masculine energy here of the luminous warrior, honestly, I have a really hard time feeling the shadow energy of this card always, because it just feels like this card, I think the description is like, this man casts no shadow. So it really is, it's almost like your masculine side is getting some type of ego death, and you know it, and you can see it, and you know exactly what's going on, but it's maybe this story is here to tell you that there's a little bit more in your mind that you need to rewrite, to rewire, to help you balance out this wildness with this luminous warrior energy, this wild woman, and this being of complete, masculine light. Not just masculine, just a person whose decisions can be impulsive, but in a very positive way. You're so connected with yourself and your source, your inner being, that those impulses are their guidances. And it's almost like you're so good with your intuition, you follow it, and it's like you're gonna get yourself to a place where you will be able to see all of the positives, or every time something happens next, or that impulse is going to lead you to a lesson, and after a while you'll see everything is a positive, because it's either more information for you to steer yourself more into what you really want, or it's that beautiful experience that was effortless that you've been seeking. So it's a win-win, that kind of thing. So you're balancing out these two energies. Next here we have koi fish. There is always enough, and time to let go. So clearly there's something still going around in your vibration, in your mental space probably, that might do with lack or fear of losing something, or maybe you don't know who you're gonna be without the only identity that you've had your whole life, the ego self or the lack self. But it's here to tell you, koi fish, there's always enough. Don't be scared that the next phase of your life is going to not be prosperous just because you don't know what that leap of faith is going to look like. It's time to let go of a mindset. It's time to let go of some kind of fear and to jump in. And one of the ways that you can, and this is such a good card to come out with the poet here, is the dolphin spirit. This and that are true. So a lot of the times when this comes with a mindset, if you can hear that. Oh, it's my cat. I locked them in the room. I'm gonna finish this. I mistakenly locked them in the room. I didn't know, I just found out. This and that are true. So it's like you're reconciling arguments with people where you don't have to engage with them. All of us see things in our own perspective, to our own experiences. So it's almost like don't try to make them understand your point of view. Try to understand them, because it's not that you're not right or you're wrong, or they're wrong or they're right, or you don't have to have them lose for you to win the argument. It's your story's true and their story's true, because we all in this ego state have to cling on to the story. But this card is telling you to help you move on to the next level. Understand that people have their own stories, and some people cling on to them harder and longer than you would want them to, but it's time to let go of that negative cycle of maybe you're maybe you're still attached to the way that somebody's looking at you, or the way that you're looking at someone, or a relation, or a situation, a job, or whatever it is. You're gonna find that you have a different viewpoint than you've had before, and it's time to let go of the old one, and it's time to let go at the fact that maybe other people aren't evolving in a different perspective like you are, and maybe it's time for them to move away, for you to drop them, for you to let them go, or the job go, or the situation, or the argument. You're learning to let go of something that you have to realize you're fighting for no reason. You're holding on for no reason. It's not that it's wrong or right. It's just that it no longer fits the next level of your life, what you were meant to experience. So if you go within, and within is the holy mountain, and so it's been a fight. That's how I know this has been a cycle, and that's usually how I know it's a mental pattern too, is that it's been hard, because for you to go into the next perspective of there's no right or wrong, it takes a lot of evolution to the next consciousness. And so it's been a hard battle for you to let go of this. Perhaps you're the kind of person who just, you're right, you're right, you have a higher perspective, so to speak, than the next person, and you really want them to understand this so that you can coexist. But so this has been hard. This has been a battle for you. This has been ongoing, I don't know how long, but so this card is telling me, go within and really find that place of peace where you can, and then the next card comes out. The next card is the owl. So the owl is higher perspective, it's guidance, it's intuition, it's seeing in the dark, and there's two of them. You can see clearly now. So this is definitely higher perspective. You're really getting, like, you're likely getting the perspective of there's no right or wrong. Both are true, both are correct. You're finding the bridge between two very different perspectives, and something in you wants to believe that my perspective is the right one, and maybe you keep arguing with somebody, or you really want people to see it your way because you believe that your way is the new better way. But you can't force people to see anything that they're not ready to see. They have their own karma, their own path, their own development to go through. And so you're getting this higher perspective, and it's helping you let go of some kind of pattern, some kind of mental state or emotional state. That's why I have a feeling this could be an argument with somebody that you have an emotional connection with, and it really on a certain level of consciousness, it sucks when somebody we really care about doesn't agree or doesn't see our side, or you believe that your perspective is better, but they're not seeing it, so they're not evolving the way that you are, so to speak, and that upsets you. But you have to understand there's no better or worse. It's like, my advice that's not in the cards here is just try to listen to them talk. Don't engage, don't defend, just have them tell their story, and just, okay, all right, thank you for sharing, and that's it. You don't hold on to anything, because it's not like they're wrong. And if you try to defend, or if you try to engage in any way that is resistant, that has any kind of resistance, you're hurting. You're not, maybe not hurting per se. Some of you might be, but it's more so draining your energy for not much good, because we're all in a different perspective, different levels of consciousness. So with that, it's over. I need to go free my cats. I hope this helped, and I see you next time, Aquarius.